Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our channel, which God willing always presents stories full of wisdom and inspiration. On this occasion, we will discuss an extraordinary event that shook the hearts of many. Thousands of monks in Thailand who finally chose the light of Islam. This story shows how true Islam is able to touch anyone's heart, even those who have lived in different traditions for a long time. In a quiet, small town in Thailand, there is a village that serves as the center of Buddhist religious activities. This village is known for its large number of monks, and the residents deeply respect them. Every morning, the villagers often provide basic food items to the monks as a form of respect and support for their simple and devoted lives. Among the monks is a young man named Kopun. At just 27 years old, Kopun is known as an intelligent and studious monk. His love for reading often earns him the title of a wise monk. He spends much of his time at the monastery studying Buddhist texts and other general literature. However, not many people know that this habit of reading would lead Kopun on an unexpected inner journey. One day, monk Kopun decided to go to the city to find a new book that could broaden his horizons. With calm steps, he walked through the village streets lined with simple houses. Along the way, Kopun greeted everyone he met with a warm smile. The villagers, who knew him well, responded respectfully. Some even said, "Have a blessed day, noble one." After a long journey, Kopun arrived at a small bookstore in a corner of the city. The shop was simple, but its shelves were filled with books of various genres. Upon entering, Kopun was greeted by the shop owner, a Muslim man named Ahmad. "Welcome, monk. What can I do for you?" Ahmad asked with a sincere smile. Kopun nodded politely. "I'm looking for a book about history and philosophy. Do you have any recommendations?" Ahmad immediately showed him several books, including ones about the history of the world, religion, and human civilization. One book caught Kopun's attention, a book titled Islam, the Way of Life, which was on the top shelf. Curious, Kopun asked, "What is this book about, Ahmad?" Ahmad explained, "This book is an introduction to understanding Islam, the religion I follow. It discusses the concept of God, the purpose of life, and a way of living that is full of peace." Although Kopun initially came to find books about history and philosophy, Ahmad's explanation piqued his curiosity. "Very interesting. Can I buy it?" Kopun asked. "Of course, monk. If there's anything you don't understand, you can always ask me," Ahmad replied with a smile. Kopun thanked Ahmad before leaving with the book. Little did he know, this simple meeting would mark the beginning of a spiritual journey that would change his life forever. Holding the book in his hands, Kopun glanced back at Ahmad and asked with curiosity, "What is your name? You don't look like a local." Ahmad smiled. "My name is Ahmad, and you're right. I'm not originally from here. I came to this city from Saudi Arabia." Hearing this, Kopun nodded slowly, but there was a slight change in his expression. "Are you a Muslim?" he asked. Ahmad calmly replied, "Yes, I'm a Muslim." Kopun's expression turned serious. He couldn't hide his discomfort. "I've heard about Islam, but isn't it a religion associated with violence and strife? Is that true?" Ahmad, still smiling gently, responded, "Monk, I understand why you might think that. There is a lot of misinformation out there. But let me explain. Islam is essentially a religion that teaches peace, love, and justice. The word Islam itself comes from the root word salam, which means peace." The conversation deepened as Ahmad explained the principles of Islam, including monotheism, morality, and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hearing this, Kopun was intrigued and began to wonder if his views on Islam had been wrong. Before he left the shop, Ahmad handed him a few more books about Islam and a Quran translated into Thai, saying, "Consider these a gift from me." Touched by Ahmad's sincerity, Kopun thanked him warmly and took the books back to the monastery. Over the following days, Kopun immersed himself in the Quran and Islamic teachings. The more he read, the more he was captivated by the clarity and logic of the faith. He began to see Islam as a perfect and peaceful religion. Eventually, Kopin shared his newfound knowledge with his fellow monks. Many of them were also intrigued and began to study Islam. A few weeks later, Kopin made a life-changing decision. He left the monastery and embraced Islam. This bold step inspired hundreds of monks to follow suit, creating a ripple effect that shook society. The story of their conversion went viral, sparking discussions across various platforms. This story reminds us that Hidayah, guidance, is a gift from Allah, granted to whom He wills. Kopin's courage in seeking the truth is a powerful example for all of us. Let us pray that more hearts will be opened to receive the light of Islam, and may we too continue to strive in spreading dawah with wisdom. A Buddhist monk from Taiwan decided to embrace Islam as the only truth he believed in after studying all religions for almost 30 years. The 66-year-old monk had been a monk for 28 years until he began his journey in search of the truth and finally found Islam as a perfect and beautiful religion. As reported by the Muslim Council on Wednesday, the 7th of September, the former monk declared his Shahada at a Chinese mosque in Malacca, Malaysia, and was witnessed by the chairman of the Chinese Muslim Association of Malaysia, Lim Soon Jui. As a monk, he has learned a lot about the world's religions. During that time, he found that only Islam is the most complete religion and covers all aspects of life, Jui said. Jui further said that he would guide him to learn more about this blessed religion. Our main task is to guide him so that he knows Islam more deeply. First, we teach him in Mandarin because he is not fluent in Malay or English, and this requires more patience, he concluded. This process of confession of faith was also witnessed by Datuk Yaakob Mu'amin as the head of the Malacca Mosque, and Datuk Dr. Mohadis Yassin, who serves as the Mufti of Malacca. Before coming to Malacca, the monk had lived in Johor for 3 weeks. Malacca Mosque staff member Tam Sri Abdul Rahim Tambi said that before converting to Islam, the monk was first introduced to the basics of Islam that he had to know. When he met me, I explained how logic, science, arguments can be related to the Creator, Abdul said. In recent years, a rather surprising phenomenon has occurred in Thailand, a country with a majority Buddhist population. Thousands of monks in Thailand, who have long been a symbol of wisdom and peace in Buddhist teachings, have converted to Islam. This event has attracted much attention, both domestically and internationally. What caused this major spiritual change, and how has it affected Thai society? Religion and tradition in Thailand. Thailand is a country known for its cultural and religious diversity, but Buddhism plays a dominant role in the social and cultural life of the community. According to the latest census, around 95% of the Thai population is Buddhist, while the rest are Muslim, Christian, and other beliefs. Buddhism in Thailand has a strong influence in the lives of the community, with thousands of monks living in various monasteries and practicing strict religious practices. However, although the majority of the Thai population is Buddhist, the country also has a sizable Muslim minority, especially in the southern region of Thailand that borders Malaysia. In this region, Islam has long been a part of everyday life, and despite their smaller overall numbers, Thailand's Muslim community plays a significant role in the country's social, political, and economic life. A surprising change. Thousands of monks convert to Islam. The phenomenon of thousands of monks converting to Islam began several years ago and has been gaining increasing public attention. There is no single reason for this phenomenon, but several factors may explain why this major shift is taking place. First, spiritual search and deeper understanding of religion. Some monks who have converted to Islam say they feel they have found peace in deeper spiritual understanding in the teachings of Islam. They feel that Islam offers a solution to their inner quest that was not fully answered in Buddhism. In addition, Islam's emphasis on Tawheed, the oneness of God, and simplicity of life appeal to them. Second, social and economic development. In some areas of Thailand, especially the Muslim-majority southern region, social and economic conditions are among the factors that influence monks' decisions to convert. Many monks feel that by embracing Islam, they can be more connected to the larger community and have more opportunities to help others, especially in the areas of education and social welfare. Third, interfaith interaction and tolerance. Interaction between the Buddhist and Muslim communities in Thailand is generally quite peaceful, although there are some tensions that arise from time to time. However, in recent years, the emergence of more intensive interfaith dialogue and a willingness to understand each other's teachings has made many monks interested in learning more about Islam. Some of them decided to embrace Islam after considering that the values in Islam were more in line with their conscience. Fourth, influence of Islamic dawah in education. In the southern region of Thailand, Islamic education and dawah institutions have grown rapidly. Along with the increasing number of Islamic schools, Islamic boarding schools, and various dawah centers, many monks are interested in learning more about Islamic teachings. Some of them, after undergoing a long and in-depth learning process, choose to say the 2 sentences of the Shahada and convert to Islam. Challenges and social impacts. Of course, this conversion is not without challenges. For a monk, leaving monastic life and embracing another religion is a major decision that often causes controversy. Some families and Buddhist communities may feel disappointed or even angry about the decision. In many cases, monks who convert to Islam have to face rejection from their temples and struggle to find a new place in society. On the other hand, however, this phenomenon has also had a positive impact on interfaith relations in Thailand. Despite the challenges, Thailand's more open and tolerant society is beginning to see this change as an opportunity to strengthen ties between different religious communities. The Muslim communities that welcome these former monks have, in many cases, shown an inclusive attitude and supported their transition. In addition, this phenomenon also raises a broader discussion about religious freedom and the individual's right to choose their faith. In Thailand, although religious freedom is guaranteed by the Constitution, a monk's conversion remains a sensitive issue. This raises debates about how the state and society should handle cases like this, especially when the conversion occurs on a large scale. Conclusion: an interesting spiritual change. The phenomenon of thousands of monks choosing to embrace Islam in Thailand is an interesting spiritual change and opens up many opportunities for better interfaith understanding. Although social and cultural challenges remain, this phenomenon shows that spiritual search is a journey that is not bound by the boundaries of a particular religion. For those who choose Islam, this is a step towards finding peace and a purpose in life that is more in line with their conscience. This change, although surprising to many, ultimately emphasizes the importance of individual freedom in living a spiritual life. In this increasingly connected world, phenomena like this will likely become more common, and what is most important is how society can learn to accept differences and appreciate the spiritual journey of each individual.